Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have lots of new goodies from Cracked Polish to share with you all. Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet. So I'm very excited to share that Cracked Polish has all the necessary items available that you need for your manicure. So you have your top coat, you have your base coat, you have a ridge filler, you have a neutralizer. These are all currently available on the Cracked Polish website. They're all priced at $7 each, which is an amazing price point. It's actually called the Necessities collection. So if you wanted to purchase them as a set, like all four necessities, then you can definitely do that. Or you can purchase individually, whichever one you want to try. I've been wearing the top coat and the base coat, testing them out for the past couple of weeks now. So I will let you know all about that when I show them off to you in a little bit. And we have 8 new shades and different formula variations. So there's creams, Crellies, and jellies, which Cracked Polish always creates a jelly of the month, which I absolutely love their jellies. I don't know what magic potion is in those jelly polishes, but I feel like I put them on like the first coat and I'm like, and then I do the second or third sometimes, and I'm just always so in love. I love how the colors always just build up perfectly. So as for the 8 new polishes, the creams, Crellies, and jellies, just this is like an end of summer sort of collection. So there's lots of cozy, moody colors in there, just getting us ready for some fall vibes. I do have an affiliate code with Cracked Polish. I'll leave it right here and down below. No pressure to use it, but it does help out this channel and you save yourself a little bit of money. So let's get into the swatches. We're going to start off with the Necessities collection, and just a reminder, you can purchase these individually. You don't have to purchase them all together, like all 4 together. This one is a neutralizer. It is a light purple base that helps with offsetting yellow stained nails. Now, I don't really have much staining, if at all. Sometimes once in a while I do get some staining, and I know that purple in general can cancel out like a yellow tone. But I wanted to show this off just built up in 2 coats because honestly, if you were in a rush and just needed to throw something on your nails, especially if you have a lot of staining, this would be perfect for like if you didn't want to go out and have, your yellow stained nails out and about. This is just a quick option just to throw on and really do the neutralizing for you. Here is the sticky base coat. This is actually a clear sticky base, and it helps with your polish adhering to your nails, and it also helps with minimizing staining. I tried this for the past couple manicures and I really enjoyed it. I'm just showing you just 1 coat on the nail, how it looks like just painted on, and then here it is after it's dried down. It definitely has a slight sticky texture to it, but that's what you want so that your polish can stick and stay. I've been having a really tough time with just finding a base coat that doesn't make my nail polish just randomly peel off. For whatever reason, like my base coats just have not been working for me. Literally like day 2, I've been having just like peeling off. Like you would think I'm wearing a peel off base coat. It's just the weirdest thing. I'm not really sure if it's like body chemistry changing or what is going on, but with this sticky base coat, I noticed that my manicures lasted a couple days longer, a day or 2 longer. I don't expect my manicures to last that long just because of work and, home, kids and all of that. So if I can get it to day 3 without the polish just like lifting and peeling off, then I call that a win for me. So really enjoyed this one. Here's the ridge filler. It's a light pink that helps fill in nail ridges. Now I'm just going to show it in 1 coat. You can totally wear this as like, I need to wear something. I don't want to go out with no polish on my nails to risk any breaking or anything like that. Can totally wear it that way. I don't suffer from ridges except on my right hand, on my thumb. There's so many ridges and I don't really know why. But I'll show you guys right here so you can sort of see. It's just not smooth. It's a little bit bumpy. And now this is like extreme. So I know not everybody has like these deep grooves, but I just wanted to test it out and show you. So this is just 1 coat with the ridge filler. And I mean, I think I see a difference. Do you guys see a difference? Obviously, it's not going to cover the entire ridge and like fill everything in, but for the most part, like, I think it looks much better than with me just not wearing anything at all. All right, so let's move on to the creams, Crellies, and Jellies. I'm going to show you the quick dry top coat from Cracked Polish in a little bit, but this one is slated to paint. It's described as a slate gray cream. We go on buttery smooth with the first coat. My nails are a little bit long, so my longer nail friends, you can sort of get a sense with some nail line coverage there. And I mean like a little bit long for me. This is the quick dry top coat. Look at how glassy and glossy this looks. I've also been testing this one out and no issues with any shrinkage with this quick dry top coat. If you guys aren't familiar with quick dry top coats, sometimes the polish or the top coat can shrink your polish, meaning like it looks like you have wear and tear already, like tip wear. Didn't have any of that with this top coat. It dried pretty quickly. Like, I am not very patient. I need my top coat to do its job and dry my mani as quickly as possible. Again, it lasted. I tested this one out with the sticky base coat, so I paired them together with a polish I was wearing, and it worked out beautifully. I got the longevity that I was looking for. I didn't have any like weird peeling, and I had a super glossy polish manicure look that I always love. But quickly, let's go back to this polish. Beautiful formulation. You guys saw 2 coats. I got full opacity. Love the dustiness from this like gray with like a splash of, I want to say like jean blue, a splash of jean blue in there. But I think this was going to be a beautiful one for a fall transitional polish. Pictured our 2 coats of slated to paint with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have mustard, and this one is described as a mustard Crellie. Now, mustards automatically in my book equal fall time. It's just like you have to wear a mustard shade in the fall. Like, it's just mandatory that you do so. But this one built up beautifully as well. You guys saw on the first coat we got great coverage. Second coat, even more beautiful coverage. If you have longer nails and you want more opacity, you may want to do a third coat. But 2 coats on my semi-long nails for me worked out beautifully. And just look how juicy. And now I am using the Cracked Polish Quick Dry Top Coat with all of these polishes, so just FYI. But look how juicy and glossy this looks. It's a very flattering shade of yellow. I feel like there's definitely some olive undertones in there because I get hints of green at certain angles. Obviously, it's a straight up, one tone color, but because of the undertones, I feel like my eyes are shifting and I see other colors as well. Definitely a little bit of the green. But this one on its own, wearing it for the fall, is definitely going to be a must. Pictured are 2 coats of mustard with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Teal Dark and Handsome, and this one is described as a rich, deep teal cream. I have to slow down when I say that because I feel like it's a tongue twister. But this one is beautiful. It is a wonderful, deep royal shade. It goes on smooth, just like our previous polishes. Now, for this one being a dark polish, I know with certain polishes that are super dark or those blackened sort of shades, sometimes with those it's really hard to tell what the color is, but we don't get that with this one. This one, you can tell it is a deep teal. You can see it, which I love. I love when a polish is super dark, but we can still see what the actual color is supposed to be. Now, imagine this in the fall. Perfection. And if you wanted to pair it with a topper, I have one in mind from KB Shimmer, and I cannot remember the name of it now, but it's in my head. I'm seeing it. It is this flaky topper that literally looks like leaves on your nails. I'm pretty sure they still have it, and oh my gosh, I'm so upset I can't remember the name. If I can remember, I'll throw it on the screen, but I think a lot of you guys are gonna know what I'm talking about. That would look amazing with this, just because of the contrast as well. I mean, this on its own is beautiful, but if you wanted to pair it with something, I think that topper would definitely go well with this one. Pictured are 2 coats of Teal Dark and Handsome with a glossy top coat. Here we have Laying Bricks, and this one is described as a brick red cream. So my red polish lovers, it's another polish that you're gonna fall in love with. That first swipe, wasn't it just perfect? Like the pigmentation, the formula, there is no running, nothing is running down the sides of my nails. Everything just stays put where I paint my nails. This one also had an amazing formula. You saw 2 coats and it got full opacity. I think my longer nail friends, 2 coats should work fine for you too. This one definitely has some like brown undertones. I mean, I think the description and the name of the polish is spot on, Laying Bricks, and then it's a brick red cream, because I definitely get like the brick color vibes with this, because you can see the brown undertones with this polish. But this one on its own, like wearing it on its own is a must. I mean, obviously you can always pair it with a topper or something else, but it's just, I feel like red polish, like red cream polishes, you just have to wear them on their own because they're a statement all on their own. I really love this tone of red. I don't feel like it's too warm, and I don't know if I'd call this like a cool tone red. I feel like it's in between, neutral. That's what I'm getting anyways. Tell me what you guys think. But I don't think it's too warm and I don't think it's too cool. So this is definitely a shade that would look great on everybody. Pictured are 2 coats of Laying Bricks with a glossy top coat. Here we have Eggplant Emoji, and this one is described as a rich, deep purple Crellie. Now, I didn't put these polishes in any specific order. I sort of just, grabbed the polish bottles and swatched, and then I have the footage here for you guys to see. But this one, definitely true in Crellie formulation. You see the sort of like, I don't want to call it sheerness. It's just a much thinner formulation, obviously, than our cream polishes that we've been seeing. But even so, we get amazing color payoff. Like this is 2 coats right here. So if you have longer nails, I'm going to say 2, maybe 3. It's going to depend on your nail line and how prominent it is. But again, another beautiful, rich, bold shade. It is a dark one for sure, but like with our previous polish, it's dark, but we can tell that it's a deep purple shade. In certain lighting, it looks much darker. If you're outside with like daylight, you're definitely going to see more of those like rich, deep purple tones. But no matter what lighting you're in, you're going to be able to tell that this is definitely a purple shade. Pictured are 2 coats of Eggplant Emoji with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Toasty Drip, and this one is described as a sienna jelly. So you guys are going to see the jelly formulation for this part of the collection. But first coat, we get this really pretty wash of like a peachy toned shade. And then on the second coat, we get more pigmentation, and we definitely see the orange pulling through here. I did go in for 3 coats because it's a jelly polish, and I wanted to get the most color payoff as I can. Now, if you have longer nails, you're definitely going to see some nail line. So for whatever reason, my ring finger, the nail line is always the most prominent compared to my other fingers. I don't know why, it's just always been that way. So that's how I can tell that my longer nail friends, you're obviously going to see a little bit of nail line, but I think this is such a pretty shade for the fall, especially if you're not one for like your rich, deep shades, or maybe like your traditional pumpkin orange shades. Or maybe, you might be tired of wearing like the bright oranges or the rich deep tones, and you want to just wear something like as a palette cleanser, maybe something a little more refreshing. I think this one is definitely going to be the one for you, just because you can tell that it's this really dusty, muted pumpkin orangey shade. So definitely like speaks fall on the nails. Pictured are 3 coats of Toasty Drip with a glossy top coat. And here we have Liquid Smoke. This one is described as a smoky brown jelly. So first coat, you guys are going to see a beautiful, lovely wash of like this grayish, ashy color. And I know gray ashy, it doesn't sound pretty, but when you look at it on the nail, I think it looks pretty. Second coat, we see more of that brown tone building up. And then I did go in for a third coat, and I got this really nice, like muted milk chocolate brown. It's almost like you melted milk chocolate and then like added in some water to give you like this really more of like a transparent sort of milk chocolate. But you can tell like with certain angles, certain lighting, like here, you know, it's blocking some of that studio lighting that I have, and it's looking much more darker. And then when you're in front of brighter lights, you definitely get that like smoky vibe, that liquid smoke vibe on the nail. I think this one's really fun. Again, another one that would look amazing for fall time, and maybe even like Halloween months. If you like to do nail art, I can see like maybe doing some nail art with this one. I think it's just the smokiness of the polish that definitely gives me those Halloween vibes. Picture the 3 coats of liquid smoke with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Shai, and this one is described as a pale baby pink Crellie. So first coat, we get more of a like white tone on the nail. On the second coat, that's when we start seeing more of the pink undertones in the polish. I actually kept this one in 2 coats. The polish actually self-leveled amazingly. I could have gone in for 3, but I just feel like with these sort of like pale baby pink polishes, like 2 pretty coats is like enough. Even if it's a little bit more on the sheer side, I feel like that's just how you're supposed to wear these polishes, these light baby pink polishes. But you can tell it has such a pretty delicate wash of pink. It's like very like dainty ballerina vibes. What I really loved about this one, I was kind of nervous when I was painting my nails because I was like it looks a little bit streaky, but you can see that it's self-leveled so well. And sometimes with these like really lighter pale pink colors, it's so hard to do that in 2 coats, but this one had an amazing formula. Pictured are 2 coats of Shai with a glossy top coat. Our jelly of the month, and this one is called Vanille. It is described as a white jelly. So you guys see first coat, we definitely look a little more pale than Shai, right? Our previous polish. I went in for a second coat, and we are building up that white base. I did go in for 3. Just because I wanted to get the most for my base color, and the milky vibes are real. Like, look at this. So 3 coats on everybody. 2 coats is going to be fine too. If you want more of the pigment on your nails, then definitely 3 coats. If you have longer nails, this is a jelly, so you're going to see some nail line. You can see my ring finger, some of that nail line peeking on through. But I usually don't like wearing white polish on my nails, but I'm telling you, there's something that hypnotizes me every time I put on a jelly polish from Cracked Polish. I've been like hypnotized by the magic potion in it because I'm so in love, and it's so pretty. Such a refreshing shade of like white polish on the nails. Like, it doesn't look too stark. It's just a very like milky vibe. And I know I'm not going to add anything else to this, but I can totally see like little flowers, like a little flower milk bath. Like, imagine if you put in like little flowers, like crumpled flowers, you know, tiny mini ones. Or maybe even if you had like a flaky topper that was like maybe pastel, I don't know. But I think it would look so pretty like that too. I just know I wouldn't do that because I don't have the patience and the time and all of that. I would just wear this with 3 coats, and I think it would look stunning like that. Pictured are 3 coats of the jelly of the month, Vanille, with a glossy top coat. And here is When the Stars Align. This one is actually a Facebook exclusive polish for the Shimmers group, and it's currently available on the Cracked Polish website. This one's described as a deep royal blue packed with blue shimmers. Now, look at those shimmers. I love when I paint like my nails or I do a swatch and the shimmers just like scatter, like they're dancing. It's so pretty. Now, I kept this one at 2 coats. If you have longer nails than me, maybe a third coat. It's gonna depend on how prominent your nail line is. But this is just 2 coats on me, and I thought the opacity was amazing. Get this beautiful like glow from within, very glassy sort of look. The shimmers are sparkling all throughout the nail, and then the shift that we get from like our deep royal blue base and then the lighter blue shimmers, we get like these shadows all throughout the nail. It is super pretty. This is definitely a January winter polish for me. Pictured are 2 coats of When the Stars Align with the glossy top coats. All right, everybody, my favorites, of course, the jelly of the month, Vanille. It's just this really lovely wash of just like a crisp, marshmallowy, fluffy white polish on the nail. And it's not like a stark white. It's just like a bouncy cloud on your nails. It's such a refreshing shade, something you can wear as a pedicure as well. You can use it as a polish for like a jelly sandwich, but honestly for me, I just would wear it on its own. I think it's super pretty. Mustard, of course, I'm going to love a mustard shade. I love those tones of yellows for the fall time. Immediately, any like mustard sort of yellow, it's always fall time for me. I love how we got it in this formulation. Usually I'm used to like thicker cream, like more heavier, more opaque mustard shades, but I thought this one was really refreshing. It gives me the opportunity to maybe do some layering with like a flaky topper or something like that, or honestly just wear it on its own. Teal, Dark and Handsome, I just love the name, but like I know I said this in like a previous video, but just like the deepness and the darkness of shades, I'm totally feeling right now. Maybe not so much just yet for my nails. I'm still into the vibrant, bright summer shades, but I am enjoying seeing what's coming out for fall. So I see this one and I just love how dark polishes look on like shorter nails, not super long. There's just something about dark polish on nails, on like shorter length nails, that just looks so crisp and professional and just like you're ready to like steal the day. And then Laying Bricks is another favorite of mine. Honestly, I really loved all of them. It reminds me of a Zoya polish that I have, which I'm probably just gonna toss, not even de-stash, because just the formula for the Zoya polish isn't that good anymore. I don't know, it just like, it thinned out and it's runny and I can't really get it to the opaque finish that it once was before. This one reminded me of that, and obviously this one built up beautifully. It's like this perfect brick tone shade, not too red, not too orange. It doesn't have pink in there. It's just really pretty and flattering just to wear as a fall manicure, or even taking it into like February for Valentine's Day. Or like Christmas time too. The holidays, I can see that with like a glittery topper. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know if you plan on picking up any of these polishes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.